We're told that our 20s are the greatest years of our life, but really, those 10 years between our teens and our 30s are there primarily to help shape us into who we're supposed to be. In your 20s, you will lose friends, gain friends, fall in and out of love, and learn that traveling is the best thing you can do to learn that there is more to life than the town you grew up in. In this new series that I'm calling Before 30, I want to share what I've learned in these past 10 years before I enter this new era of my life. This is in no way meant to be rules for you to follow, but instead just a way for me to share some sisterly advice on why you shouldn't feel pressured to have everything figured out in your 20s. Life is short, and there's no reason why you shouldn't try to romanticize as much of it as possible so that you don't miss out on living a life you love rather than chasing the life you think you should have. I have been awake since 5:30 in the morning and I am so tired. It's currently 2 p.m. and I just finished work. And I don't normally work at that time. I normally work at 8:30 until 5, but today's Saturday. I had to wake up at 5:30 to start work. It feels illegal waking up and working before the sun even rises. Like it was dark for a good hour, hour and a half before the sun rose. So, not a fan of that. It's such a pretty day, but I have so much to do. I've been alone for like a week because my husband wasn't here and he gets back tomorrow. So, I want to do all the things that I said I was going to do and I didn't do just because I don't know. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but I'm just more productive when my husband's not here because I don't have someone constantly bothering me all the time in a good way. But like, yeah, it's just yeah, I just prefer to I'm more productive when I'm alone. And so, yeah, I have a lot to clean. I have to clean the floors. I bought a new curtain from IKEA because I already have a curtain, but the curtain that I got was too short. So I got the same exact curtain, but in a longer version. So I'm going to see if that looks better. But I don't have a footstool to get up there. So I kind of have to get creative on how the top. So we'll get there eventually. I might have to climb some tables, but I think I'll be fine. They're pretty sturdy. And like I can see the pool from my apartment and I really want to go out there. But I'm just telling myself like if I can just do everything today, I can just relax tomorrow. And I don't even have to pick up my husband at the airport until later at night. So I'm thinking I could possibly relax tomorrow before he gets here and have everything just be clean. So that's the goal. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, let's I guess get started with our day at 2:30. It's been like 2.5 hours. I've done some cleaning and some organizing and some getting rid of stuff, which I've had stuff in my closet apparently for the past 5 or 6 years with tags still on them. So we got rid of those. And then now I'm in my office. I'm not even done with our bedroom, but I've just migrated over here because I went to go put stuff in the closet or take things out of the closet. And now I'm fixated on the closet, but I'm also fixated with this behind because I want to do like a nice gallery wall. Like I have all of these paintings, but like I don't like that it's just cluttered there. And the wall's very bare. Like I don't want to have to buy wallpaper. It's like it's not my home. And like I don't want to have to pay for damage. But anyway, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on this. I have some other paintings just because we used to collect so many paintings when we used to go to the festivals at Walt Disney World and have nowhere to put them. So I'm gonna try to figure out if I can like mix and match all that with like my Harry Potter stuff. I have like more stuff back here, like my pins. So we'll kind of see. I got some inspo today from a TikTok, which I wasn't even the point of her video, but I saw it in the background. I was like, that actually looks really good because she had the pennant. And like this shouldn't be the focal point of my room. And then I have more stuff over there behind my desk. I might move that over here. So we'll kind of see how that goes. It's like 8:30 in the morning, I think. This is the earliest I've woken up, like on my own. But I also woke up because someone FaceTimed me, not realizing that it's 8 in the morning over here. And also my cats are yelling at me to feed them. So I guess it's time to get up. I don't have any more coffee, so I'm gonna try making this honey whipped coffee that I saw on TikTok yesterday. It looks really good, so I'm gonna try to do that and see how that goes. Oh my god, that's so good. So 10 out of 10. If you're out of coffee, but you have instant coffee and honey, I would make this. Obviously it's the next day. I was so tired last night, but I like finished cleaning what I wanted to clean. I got rid of like an entire H&M bag of stuff that I was like, I don't use this. I haven't used this in 5 years. There were literally things in my closet that I have not touched in 5 years. And I think that's like one of my topics for this video, which I didn't even mean it to be the topic of this video, but I think that's what we're doing. Is like I bought so much stuff in my 20s because I always thought I needed to impress other people. Or like I just was under the impression that if I bought a lot of things, it would make my life better. And so like good things would find me because I had all these nice things I could show off on social media. And like that's just not the case. That's not how it works. Like a lot of the people who are or who started with social media like 10 years ago, they started before aesthetic was even a thing. A lot of the creators that I followed were all Disney creators. And at that time, it was just super easy because a lot of those people actually worked for the parks. So they could go in, make content. They would like shoot food content, ride content, and share things about the parks. And a lot of them don't do that anymore. And it's still kind of like the basis of their content, but that's not the main thing that they do anymore. Like they're very aesthetic, like buying the most expensive things, and it's just not realistic at all for individuals like me who can't do that. And I used to, again, like I used to think that buying flashy things made you like a better person. And I ended up just going really into debt. I had no financial literacy at that time, which, obviously learning more about it as I'm getting older. I turned 30 this year. I finally have like somewhat decent savings account. I'm married, so we have to save money because we want a house and then we want a family. And it's just so many things that you don't really think about when you're in your 20s, especially when you're like just turning 20. Like when you're just turning 20, you don't know about a Roth IRA or a high yield savings account. You don't know that you should be saving, even if it's $10 a week. I spent so much money in my 20s trying new hobbies that didn't work out, or buying new clothes, or just buying things that I didn't need. And it's actually so funny that that happened because I remember, so random, in elementary school, we literally had to do a school project where I think we had to like cut out clippings from like magazines, and we had to do 2 columns. And it was so that we can differentiate between things that we want versus things that we need. And I did very well on that project, which is crazy because I did not incorporate that in my life growing up. But now I feel like I'm more in the mindset of, okay, well, I already have all of this skincare and all of this makeup. I don't even use all of it. Let me just use the things that I do use. And when I actually need something because I've run out of it, then I can go buy it. And I've gotten pretty good with my skincare. I stopped going to Sephora so often because I was like, in that TikTok trap or like that Instagram trap where all of the influencers and creators were sharing, well, this is how you get glowing skin, and this is how you get the perfect hair. And like, if you really dissect it, every single video that they post is the same topics, but they're each different products. And when you really get down to it, they're getting paid to post that. They're not genuinely posting it because they believe in it without getting paid. Like, if you look at it, everything's an ad, everything's an affiliate link. It's not realistic. So I feel like the sooner that everyone realizes that social media is fake, influencers are fake, the happier you'll be and the more money you'll save. Especially as a 20-year-old. I feel like 20-year-olds are sold this dream life. And for the most part, a lot of them can do it. They can become an influencer. They have the personality and the drive to do it. But at the end of the day, it's still not reality. Like, thank God I didn't really have that necessarily in my 20s. But like in my early 20s, it was just kind of more focused on myself and not buying things because influencers were telling me to do it. Because influencing was like up and coming, but it wasn't necessarily as big as it is right now. And I feel like a lot of people are finally realizing that too, or at least maybe that's just the side of TikTok that I'm on right now, where it's very minimalistic, but you can still treat yourself, but you don't need to buy all the new things all at once. So it's definitely a learning process. Yeah, I think just the moral of, the whole topic of this video is just your 20s aren't meant for you to live it to impress other people. You don't need to buy all of the new things. You don't need so much stuff in your life. I guarantee you don't even use half of it. There's literally no reason for you to buy clothes every time you go outside. Buy a new car that you can't even afford monthly. So I'm lucky right now that I actually have a car that I like, and I share it with my husband because we really only drive one car. So it just made the most sense. Just buy the necessities, save up for the things that you want, and by the time you saved up for it, you might not even want it anymore. And also, don't listen to those people who tell you that buying yourself a little treat every once in a while is the reason that you don't have a house. The reason you don't have expensive things is because, one, you might not need those expensive things, and two, everything is just so expensive right now. It's been expensive for a little bit, but it's more expensive right now. If anything, I'm going to tell you to spend more money on traveling. I wish I would have traveled a lot more when I was in my early 20s. I feel like now that I'm with my husband and he actually wants to travel, traveling has become like a big part of our lives. Even if it's just up and down the coast of California, it's still traveling. It's still adventures that you get to do. So yeah, just romanticize your life a little bit more. Don't worry about the things that you don't have. And 1000% don't compare yourself to other people, especially other creators, even if they're creators that are your age. Your 20s are meant to be enjoyed, and it's meant to kind of figure yourself out. So just relax. You're doing great. You're not behind. I promise you, like, I'm 30 and I'm almost 30 and I still feel like I don't have my life figured out. And I feel like that's how it is for the majority of people my age. So yeah, don't stress about it. You're doing great. So I'm finally back home and was gone for like 2 hours, which isn't too bad. I feel like I accomplished a lot. I hope I spent more money than I should have. But now I'm home and I feel like the things that I bought are like things that I've been saying that I wanted to get for the house. Now I bought these from IKEA. I actually have these in my office. I want these to put on the side wall, like once you walk into my bathroom, so that we can put all of our perfumes and our colognes there, just because like that spot is so empty and I don't really want to fill it with artwork because I don't feel like that's the space for it. And I feel like it would be more useful just to put shelving. Let's get started with this. And then while that's drying, I can start like cleaning everything else. I think that's a good plan. Marty is not here yet, I was too impatient, so I did one of the projects by myself, and I love it so much. I want to show you. Look. Look how cute! That's the shelving that I picked up from IKEA, and I stained it, and I put all of our perfumes and colognes up there. As you can tell, I have a lot more, but oh my god, isn't it so cute? And I did it all by myself. Don't look at that mirror, but yay! It's been such a long day. I felt like I did a lot, but I'm so tired now. And it's already 9:30, I think. I just got out of the shower. I did the majority of chores that I said I was gonna do, but I gave myself a few more chores that I'll have to finish tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this full day with me. I hope you liked the topic of today's vlog because I'm excited about this series because I feel like I have so much that I wish I could have told my younger self, or that I wish I could tell my younger self, because it really is all going to be okay. Like, it's not as bad as it seemed when I was 25. Like, the world didn't end for me, even though it felt like it was going to, and I'm still here. And if anything, my life is so much better than what it was. Not if anything, it 1000% is so much better than it was. I'm definitely not where I thought I was going to be, but I'm so happy that it didn't turn out in that way. So, whatever illusion you have of your future life, I promise you something so much better is going to happen. Most likely, it's going to be the complete opposite of what you thought. So, yeah, do with that what you will. But I really do hope that if you're someone who needed to hear the advice, I hope it helped. Or if you're someone who is in your 20s and struggling, I still hope it helped. And yeah, I'm excited for next time's vlog. So, yeah, thank you guys for joining along. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.